Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. To settle basically what started yesterday here on the show at this time, the best bread at a chain restaurant. That's not exactly the conversation we had yesterday. It was more on a Texas Roadhouse Rolls conversation that really went awry. But you can hear that on the podcast. That's why we put it up there for you. You can go back later and listen to that 6 o'clock hour yesterday to see how we got here today, talking about chain restaurant bread. And I asked, some people what you think might be the best bread. Now, a lot of people came up with some restaurants in Chicago. They're wonderful, but they're not chain restaurants. This is a definitive, analytics, science-proven best bread at a chain restaurant. We'll find out if it is the Texas Roadhouse Rolls or not. But if that's taken off the table, Kenzie said O'Charlie's, which is a place that isn't in Chicago anymore, but possibly someone's had it. Case says Olive Garden. Now, here's the thing I want to ask you guys. This list, I have a top 15. Is that too much to go through?
No.
What else is going on? Yeah, what else we're going to do?
Is there a top 30? Let's do that. Are you already cutting it short?
See, the rules of radio, we can take you behind the curtain here a little bit, is we should probably do top 3 or 5.
No.
Boo.
Boo. What do people know? What do these radio people know?
Hey, I always listen to the consultants.
Oh, yeah, we're big consulting guys.
All right, so we're going to do 15. Screw it. It's Christmas before the week before. What else are we going to talk about, right? All right, let's go ahead here. What does that sound? There's a weird, growling sound. Do you hear that?
I do hear that.
Is that your stomach case?
Listen to that. Does everybody listening in their car hear that?
That's kind of scary. That's like War of the Worlds. We just get blown away.
Does anybody else hear that as the last thing said on this show?
What's that ticking noise?
It must be the consultant saying, we told you not to do 15.
This is bad. That really creeps me out.
It's not coming from my room. I muted my mic for a second.
I don't have audio on my computer. They took it away.
We never had it.
How'd you take away what you never had?
Yeah.
They said no. I was like, can I get audio?
You know what?
They just said no.
You can't miss what you never had.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. I thought these guys drill upstairs. They've been drilling for 3 years. I don't know what they're building above us. Probably those drones that are flying over New Jersey. They probably
it
build them.
sounds like it's going to be the new Six Flags. That's what it sounds like. Okay. I can't wait to see what happens up there.
Okay, it's gone. Whatever that rumbling was in our building is gone. Maybe there was an earthquake here in Illinois just now. I don't know. Something was weird. Anyway, top 15 chain restaurant bread.
Put it on the board.
I'm not going to do a drum roll because it'll be way too long. So let's just get to it. Number 15 is Panera Bread. Panera Bread. It's bread's in the name. You think they'd have great bread. I think their bread, I remember back in the day getting their Asiago cheese bread on an Italian sandwich was prime. It was so good.
I worked there. It wasn't that great.
You worked at Panera?
I did.
Was this before or after Famous Dave's?
Before, I think. I've had a lot of jobs. So whoa.
Well, we're at 15, so let's keep moving. Number 14, Longhorn Steakhouse.
Okay.
That's good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So they have bread, and it also has some sort of, not cinnamon butter, but some kind of creamy butter that they use there, too. And they give you that big knife to cut it with, a big steak knife.
A steak knife.
Yeah.
That's the knives they have there. It's Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yeah, but when you get the bread to cut with the steak knife, is something hits different about that.
It's
I
just
agree.
easy. You don't have to sweat with the butter knife like when you're trying to get it there.
Yeah.
It's just not a good look.
Yeah. Number 13 on the top 15 chain restaurant breads is something I had at Nashville with my mom because my mom loves this place, and I think all people that are a little bit older love this place. Bonefish Grill.
Oh, yeah, great. They have a fantastic key lime pie, I will say also.
You go to the desserts on that. They have an incredible Bang Bang Shrimp, too, as an appetizer.
They do have a good Bang Bang Shrimp.
Yeah.
Way to go, Brian.
Yeah,
High five.
And their bread is so soft that they bring it out with a little olive oil and whatever they put in olive oil. Parsley, is it? What's the green they put in olive oil at an Italian restaurant?
Well, a lot of people just do pepper and then do the Parmesan cheese. That's my favorite. We sprinkle the Parmesan cheese and olive oil.
Yes.
Don't bring that ish over here if it doesn't have cheese in it. Okay, keep your oil to yourself if you're not gonna put cheese in it.
I have made a meal out of that. Eating bread with Parmesan and the olive oil.
Absolutely.
That's a meal.
Mwah.
Case, you good so far?
I'm good. I haven't had bonefish. I can't contribute to that conversation.
Really? I thought everybody had bonefish because some relative always says let's go to, because everybody can agree on bonefish as a restaurant to go to.
Not my family.
Well, That
Because
was,
your family's bougie. You should hear where they go for Thanksgiving.
We will not talk about that.
I can't wait. I want to name drop it so bad.
number 12 is Maggiano's, Little Italy.
Family
very
style.
good.
Love Maggiano's.
Very delicious.
The first one I ever had was the one on Clark Street downtown, and it's still there, and it's still damn good. And there's also one at Old Orchard Mall. I've been to that one. I've been to a lot of Maggiano's. I love it. Their gnocchi is to die for. Okay, let's keep going. Now here,
But you sound like Brian Phillips on History of Alternative, but just with bread that you've had.
again,
This is how he talks about a Lemonheads record.
the top 15 chain restaurant bread coming in at number 11. This one I had to look up to see if it's in the area. Fazoli's.
Love Fazoli's.
Is that right? You always see it at the rest stops on the turnpike. There's always a Fazoli's there in Indiana, especially.
I haven't had Fazoli's.
Oh, Kenzie, come to Indiana with me. You always see Fazoli's. You always see Fazoli's at a place you don't want to be at. Mm-hmm. But it's really good.
I just pictured you and Kenzie driving to Indiana on the turnpike to go to Fazoli's.
I feel like that wouldn't go well. I have to be honest.
It's a similar, I guess, to an Olive Garden, I guess, because they have Italian food, but the breadsticks are long like Olive Gardens.
I mean, they're similar in the sense that they're both Italian. They definitely have different vibes to them.
But you want like, Fazoli, so you must like it.
Well, yeah, it's like Italian Burger King.
I let that sit for a second.
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know because I'm in bed. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can't laugh.
They actually, in 2018, introduced a pepperoni breadstick.
Well, that sounds delightful.
Sounds great for all of you people in January trying to lose some weight. Number 10 is Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar. So I believe, if I know this correctly, that is Outback Steakhouse owned, and it's their higher end steakhouse.
Oh.
And it's really good. It's really good. I think there's one in Lincolnshire, North Side. I believe there's one up there.
Okay.
Sorry, I know exactly where all these restaurants are. But really good stuff. Their bread. Okay.
Number 9.
Number 9, Bertucci's Brick Oven Pizza and Pasta. Now,
Don't know it.
I'm not sure if there's a Bertucci's here in Chicago anymore. I know there used to be one, and I think it was up at
You saying
Schaumburg.
Bertucci's is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Bertucci's. You really hit it.
Let me try again. Bertucci's Brick Oven Pizza and Pasta.
Why?
Brian from the old country.
I just can't take you serious when you say it.
Bertucci's.
Bertucci's.
Bertucci's. Okay. This is the top chain bread. 8 is the Cheesecake Factory. We've been sleeping
Hell
on.
yeah.
Why have we been sleeping on the Cheesecake Factory?
Oh, because they have multiple breads in their basket. They have a variety pack, and my favorite is, and I don't know what it is, but it's a brown bread.
Of course, it's the brown bread.
And it's delightful. It kind of has a sweetness to it.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And people fight over it. When you sit down, you kind of look at it and go like, who's going to reach first?
Yeah.
And then I always just go reach first because I know if you don't, you're going to miss out on that brown bread.
Well, of course, you put yourself first when you're with your wife and child.
Well, if you're not first, you're last.
Of course.
I pushed over Megan once for the brown bread. Yeah, Cheesecake Factory, it's so good, their bread. All right, number 7. Kenzie, here we go. You're in the top 7.
Woo!
O'Charlie's Restaurant and Bar.
Gang, gang.
Uh-huh. Now, they coat it with butter before it even comes out to the table. Then you
course they
add,
do.
add butter, of course.
Listen, these are professionals. Of course they do. It's an amateur hour.
Yes, they are known for refilling the basket quick, according to a Reddit thread. So you eat those rolls. A lot of people say don't fill up on rolls because you won't enjoy your dinner. No, fill up on those.
I don't understand that. When people are like, oh, that's where they get you is the free bread. That doesn't make any sense because now I have more leftovers. If I eat this, it turns my dinner into 2 meals
Yeah.
for free.
Also comparable to Texas Roadhouse rolls. That's according to science. The sweetness that they have, the sweetness of that bread.
Or Charlie's is like, Jesus, he just multiplies that basket, baby. Good sir.
People don't know O'Charlie's was there in the Bible. If you go on page 432, it's there.
Well, it's where they had the Last Supper.
Yeah.
They had a reservation at O'Charlie's.
And the supper would
Well,
have
it's a big dining room.
It would have been a lot quicker if they didn't refill the rolls for that Last Supper, too.
That's right.
They hung around, they talked more, which is very important of how we're here today. Okay, so we're almost to the top 5 of the chain
I'm
restaurant
starting to
bread.
understand why we were supposed to do. I'm starting to understand the radio rules.
I'm into it. Top 6. Here we go.
Look, we've been going for about 8 minutes on this. You're right. I think the consultants were right on this
Somebody
one.
should have been doing a drum roll this entire time so we get to number 1.
I mean, we're at 6. We're not even in the top 5
Oh
yet.
my God.
Romano's Macaroni Grill. I didn't know it was called Romano's Macaroni Grill. I
I just thought it was the macaroni grill.
Me too. And they
They
sort
like?
of They serve that bread very similar to Bonefish with that olive oil and whatever the green stuff is there. I guess parsley or whatever in
I think
there.
it's oregano.
Maybe is oregano green?
Yes.
Okay. Probably that.
No, why? I get.
All right, let's get to the top 5 here. Now it's getting exciting. Top 5.
Do we need to take a break and then go to the top 5?
Oh my god.
Do we need to maybe even wait for the top 5?
Should we? Do we need a song right now? Does everybody need a little break, a little breather to process where we're at?
We need a palate cleanser.
All right, here's what we'll do.
Does anybody have any bread? Does anybody have palate?
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to all go make some bread in our kitchen like people did during the pandemic. We're going to make bread in 3.5 minutes. The top 5 power rankings of chain restaurant bread. You might be shocked with number 1. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
All right, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, continuing the facts to make your brain go. The definitive ranking of chain restaurant bread, and we're trying to see. So far, we're in the top 5 now. We've done the top 15 to 6, and we haven't gotten Texas Roadhouse rolls in there yet. Is there a chance they're completely not on this list? Is there a chance of that? There is. There's a
That
chance.
would be blasphemous. If they compare O'Charlie's rolls to Texas Roadhouse and O'Charlie's is on the list, it would be a sin.
We'll find out. Now,
Punishable by God.
Kenzie did guess O'Charlie's on the list if we took Texas Roadhouse off the table. Case kept Olive Garden would be number 1 if we take them off the table. But let's keep moving here before we get to Gil Curtis's headlines a few minutes away. Number 5, we're in the top 5 now. Still not doing a drum roll because it's still taking a while.
No.
Carrabba's Italian Grill.
Ooh, very good.
It's another place you kind of forget about how good it is. I know there's one in Woodridge. I've been to that one before.
It's like a world tour.
The World Bread Tour. Carrabba's really good Italian grill, and it's a quote well regarded like Outback and Fleming's as far as the high expectations of the restaurant for its bread in particular. Okay, here we go. Number 4, Outback Steakhouse's bread.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
classic.
that's a good one.
I've been to Outback Steakhouse, it's been a minute, but I can't remember the bread standing out for some reason, but it must be way better than I remember.
It's a brown bread.
Yes, also a brown bread. I see a picture
Pumpernickel?
here with
A little
it.
pumpernickel, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. Somebody on the text line said, by the way, that you can buy the Cheesecake Factory pumpernickel at Jewel Osco now.
Good
Fantastic.
Lord.
Love to hear it.
I love America.
Why do we complain about anything?
I know.
Why is there racism?
As I've always
Seriously.
said, as I've always said, capitalism breeds innovation.
Oh, my
I'm so
gosh.
glad we have Cheesecake Factory bread at Jewel now.
Fun fact, my best friend, Mark, met his wife at the bar at Outback Steakhouse. They've been married for over 20 years with 3 kids.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
It's gorgeous.
You don't know where you're going to meet somebody. You don't know where you're going to meet somebody. Number 3, Texas Roadhouse.
Wow.
Texas Roadhouse is 3 on the list.
I'm disappointed. Is that bad?
No.
We're 2 above it.
Well, we're going to get there. Obviously, Texas Roadhouse known for its signature rolls. They do coat them in butter before they come out as well, and then they give you that. It is a cinnamony type of butter, right? It's a what's the butter? The flavor I'm thinking of for their butter?
It's a cinnamon.
Yeah, so creamy and thick. You can ask for more of it, and they give you tubs of it more. They don't cheap out. You know.
They don't.
The bread is pillowy, soft, doughy, and sweet.
It's the best thing ever.
Number 2 on the list of the best bread in chain restaurants is Red Lobster's cheddar biscuits.
Very good.
Probably
very
not so
good.
surprising. We haven't set them in the top 15 yet. Very good. Saved by Flava Flav. Saved Red Lobster from bankruptcy last year.
That's right. That's right.
Just by talking about it. And we all vowed that we would go to them because all of us said we love Red Lobster, but none of us have been there recently. So it's time to go to support them in 2025.
Well, in fairness, didn't they go bankrupt for a hot minute because of the unlimited shrimp problem?
That was it. That's what also makes me fear for Texas Roadhouse giving out too many rolls. I fear for their safety.
I think they're fine.
Well,
I do think they're fine.
I think Red Lobster thought they were fine with the unlimited shrimp, and it didn't work out. They lost $3 million on the unlimited shrimp because, quote, they underestimated the appetite of humans.
You know what? If they do unlimited steak at Texas Roadhouse, be concerned. The bread's fine. It's easy. It's cheap.
You think steak costs more than bread?
Yes.
Probably. Okay, here we go. Number 1 of the chain restaurant bread ranking. Olive Garden is number 1.
Very
Olive
good.
Garden is number 1. Hallelujah.
Oh, do you get the Alfredo dipping sauce?
No.
Whoa, don't look at me like that.
I'm not an Alfredo guy.
Really?
I don't do Alfredo.
What do you do?
I like a red sauce.
That's shocking to me.
I love a marinara.
Case known for his aficionadoism of the red sauce, the fine red sauce.
I'm not. Alfredo's never grabbed me. I'm never dying for an Alfredo sauce on bread, on pasta, on anything.
Now, I'm not trying to be a drug dealer that's selling weed and trying to get you on the cocaine.
Okay.
But have you ever tried marinara and Alfredo together?
A Suprema.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I've never even thought about that.
Wait, are you being
You invented it?
Are you being serious? That's a name, what they call it when it's
Yeah.
together? Suprema?
Yeah.
Oh. Who named that, or where'd that come from?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who named it.
Who named that?
Christopher Columbus?
Oh, yeah. You know he's big on discovering everything and putting his name on it.
So Olive Garden, number 1 in the power ranking of chain restaurant bread. I hope you enjoyed this last 15 minutes as much as we have.
Loved it. Brian, can you read 15-1 real quick just so
Are you
just
serious?
in case you joined us?
Rapid fire, no
Rapid fire.
commentary.
Kenzie and I are not going to comment on it. Just go 15-1.
And wait, to clarify, you're not allowed to comment on it either, Brian.
I can't promise that.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Number 15, Panera Bread. Number 14, Longhorn Steakhouse. Number 13, Bonefish Grill. Number 12, Maggiano's. Number 11, Fazoli's. Number 10, Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar. Number 9, Bertucci's Brick Oven Pizza and Pasta. Number 8, The Cheesecake Factory. Number 7, Oh Charlie's Restaurant. Number 6, Romano's Macaroni Grill. Number 5, Carrabba's. Number 4, Outback. Number 3, Texas Roadhouse. Number 2, Red Lobster. And number 1, Olive Garden.
Marshall texted in and said, "Boss, why were you late?" Me, "Sorry, I was waiting to hear the top bread list of Brian and Kenzie." Boss, "Yeah, you're an hour late though." Me, "It was a really big list."
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, time for music and entertainment news for today. And this starts with a follow-up to a story we had yesterday about Jamie Foxx, the actor, getting hit in the face while having dinner with a glass. Well, now there's an update on, well, allegedly what happened. So, Jamie Foxx is at a restaurant in Beverly Hills. Turns out, at the same time, this restaurant was called Mr. Chow. Sounds like a good place.
Delicious.
He's upstairs in the VIP section. The Jackass production crew was there. Not Johnny Knoxville, not Steve-O, not Wee Man, not,
Well, then who?
just the production crew, people that work on Jackass. So
like behind the camera.
yes,
I
people
see.
that producers, editors, whatever. Who knows exactly those people, but they don't have fun names like Wee Man or Steve-O or Johnny Knoxville.
They're just like Brian.
Yeah, Brian, Kenzie, Case, they'll work on it. Yeah, all those people. So they were having a party upstairs in the VIP section, and they thought it'd be funny to shine a laser pointer at Jamie's table that made the image shaped like a penis on the laser pointer.
They would be correct. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Well, Jamie was not amused.
You just like leave him alone.
Yeah, guy's been through a lot. His kids were there too, so that's why he didn't think it was
I
cool.
don't
either.
think that's cute.
Yeah. So he went up to the VIP area with some friends and told them to cut it out. That's when a glass was thrown in his face and hit him in the face. Yeah, a glass was
Just
thrown up
because
there.
he didn't want a penis on his face, they threw a glass at him?
Well, who knows what happened, because the Jackass crew is saying this is absolutely not how it went down. Police are investigating. No charges have been filed. So who knows the real story, but that's the story that's out there right now. That's what TMZ
You
reported.
know what? I think that the production crew should maybe like leave it to the professionals. This is what happens. You filmed it for so long, you now think that you can do it, and look what's going on. Not a good look.
Also, that whole story sounds like it came from 2003. The Jackass production crew. It just doesn't seem like it's 2024, almost 2025 with that headline of that story.
I stand with the Jackass crew. I think they're innocent.
Well, we've met them all. We've been to the movie premieres. They're great guys. They really are, despite some of the things that happens. Well, hopefully, if someone did that, that's terrible and they should be fired. But the Jackass guys are good people, and I never met Jamie Foxx.
Hey, we man had no part of this.
That's right. Although we did see Wee Man on the streets this year.
I know.
We did.
What a funny thing. And
Retell the story real quick.
I was driving Case home. We were getting on right by Navy Pier to get on Lakeshore Drive, and I see a little person and say, "Hey, that looks like Wee Man."
Because you actually thought it looked like Wee Man. You weren't being like, you're like, I'm pretty sure that's Wee Man.
Looked exactly like Wee Man. And Case goes, "Nah, And then later goes to his Instagram and it's Wee Man saying, "Hey, I'm in Chicago."
I'm hanging out at Navy Pier today.
I'm like, that was Wee Man. If we would have stopped, we got him on the show.
Well, no, the real story is before you found that out, you were like, I want to talk about the fact that I think I saw Wee Man. I go, you better be super sure you saw him.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're just a pile of crap.
And I did see him, so I'm
Yeah,
not a
you
pile
were
of
right.
crap.
Exactly, and I'm proud of you.
It's different than when you thought you saw the Blue Angels, and yet there's no evidence that the Blue Angels flew over Chicago this
Boy,
year.
was I hungover that day. All right, so Wee Man was here in Chicago. We've proven that, and we don't know about the Jackass production crew and what they did in that situation. Hopefully everybody's innocent, and it was just some jerk that threw a glass that we don't. It's not related to anybody. Weird things going on tonight on TV. If you like these shows, it's a lot of season finales because then they're going to take the break for the holidays and come back like January 15th or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I got to say, just looking at CBS, I did not know Tuesday nights were owned by the FBI. So the mid-season finale of FBI is at 7 tonight. The mid-season finale of FBI International is at 8 tonight.
Now, are those real shows or are they acted shows?
These are like fiction shows. These are, dramas.
I was like the FBI is like, this is what we're working on.
Well, they have 3 FBI shows. The mid-season finale of FBI Most Wanted is at 9 p.m. Now that, to be honest, now that you asked that question, I'm not sure what these shows are about.
See?
If anybody watches FBI, FBI International, and FBI Most Wanted,
They kind of sound real.
when I heard third one sounds like it might be real.
And like, I think once you hit the FBI, aren't you already like the most wanted if it escalates to the FBI?
I guess so.
Hold on. I want you guys to think about what you're saying for a second.
Yes.
You think the FBI is filming what they're doing and broadcasting it on CBS for 3 hours a night?
Well, I don't know. The complex, it could be like stories that, like cases that were solved and how they did it.
No, it's not.
Cops
Did you
about
look it up?
actual Cops.
Yeah, FBI, FBI International, and FBI Most Wanted are scripted television shows.
Wait. Also, like the first 48 is real.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, they film a lot of stuff that they do behind the scenes and put it on TV.
But not the FBI.
Why not?
It's a different level of security.
Okay, well, we'll never know if they're not putting it on TV.
Actually, so I Googled FBI Most Wanted, and I got the most wanted list of people by the FBI and not the TV show. Boy, these mugshots are scary.
Who's on it? Who's number one?
Well, I don't want to say any names because I might get
Who's
whacked.
number one?
Well,
Who's the most wanted? I'll look it up.
you look it up and you say the name because I ain't going to get whacked. I ain't snitches get stitches.
Amen. These FBI shows are created
See,
by...
I got the TV show.
Who created them, Case?
They're created by Dick Wolf, who created Law & Order.
Oh, he did everything.
Yeah.
Every drama Dick Wolf did. Good man.
Oh, they're not numbered? I don't know why. I thought it would be numbered, like FBI.
There's
like,
a top.
Like our
There's a
bread
top
list.
10 like the bread list. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want
Some
to.
of these people look so young.
You can be young and be a bad person.
But, like, to already be the most wanted, you're like 15. What'd you do?
Some people are motivated.
Yeah, it's like an NBA player sometimes comes straight out of high school. They don't go to college.
Some of these I can't pronounce.
You know, they tell people when
Also,
you're
like, athletes.
they tell people when you're younger that you should have vision
Yeah.
and what you want to do, and it's a journey of life, right? These people had their vision and they had journey and they got to the top 10 of the FBI Most Wanted list young.
That's right. They manifested it.
This photo's in black and white. Do you think he's that old, or do you think that, because there's no age, like, listed.
Well, who is it?
No, don't say it.
Really?
I'm trying to protect you.
Why does it matter? It's a public list. I'm not.
I understand, but the radio is different than the internet. So like we put it out on the radio and some family member hears it, then Kenzie doesn't show up for work tomorrow.
Maybe there's. Yeah, no, these are fugitives. I'm like,
Yes, don't say their names.
I was like, maybe like they're the most wanted. Like, we really want to find them and bring them back to their family, but it's fugitives.
That's what the
I
definition
see.
of a fugitive is. They're not in custody, and they probably have people listening, and we don't want to interfere
I
with
have to be
that.
honest, none of them look that mean. You said they looked so mean. This one looks like delightful. Looks like a neighbor.
Look at top middle.
No, he looks insane. I know, he looks like he was the sort of the V.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yes. No, that one looks like he's been through something. But he also doesn't look like he could map something out himself.
I think whatever he did,
Do you see
it
the
was
black
bloody.
and white photo? Doesn't he look like the nerdiest, most innocent man ever?
Black and white has a way of softening you up a little bit. That's
But
why
do you think he's that old, or could they actually only find a black and white photo?
I think it looks like a Ring camera. Looks like a footage somewhere in a bar,
Oh,
maybe.
do you think it's secure? No
Security
way.
footage? Yeah.
That is so clear for security. I want what kind of camera that is. I want that.
Honestly, I wish the rest of my life I could be in black and white. It smooths you over. It makes you look so young.
The girl on this this list. There's only one girl on this list, and she has amazing lips.
She does.
They're fantastic.
Are you going to say that's sexist that there's only one girl on the FBI top 10 most wanted list?
Typical.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, we just finished up music entertainment news where we talked about some of the shows that have their mid-season finale or their season finale tonight. CBS is all about the FBI. They have an FBI show at 7. It's called FBI. Then they have FBI International at 8 and FBI Most Wanted at 9. Sheila checked in from Palatine and says, I watch all those shows. I sit back every Tuesday, and that 3 hours is all FBI, and they're all amazing, she says, those shows. They're incredible. But what's the plot, case you have one of them? Was it Most Wanted?
Well, I've got all three. Do you want the plot lines for all three of these FBI shows real quick?
For their finales tonight.
Okay.
So let's do FBI first.
FBI. The episode is called Riptide, and the description is, the team entrusts OA's old Army buddy Clay to assist them after 3 customs officers are shot dead in a cargo heist.
And this actually happened.
No.
Oh.
We're back to the show again.
I don't get it.
We're off the FBI top 10 list, which we're all fascinated with. And we're very happy our listeners are joining in the text line and saying, boy, second from the right looks terrifying.
Yeah, it's a group chat right now.
Yeah, those are the real people that are wanted, but this is the TV show. Now, I wonder if I can jump right in because that sounds good.
I'm sure you'll be able to get up to speed,
I want to know about OA's Army buddy.
Clay.
Clay.
Yes. I want to know who OA is.
Okay, I thought you said OA.
No, OA's Army buddy Clay.
Oh.
There's a guy named OA and a guy named Clay.
Got it.
OA?
Yes.
I see.
Do you want to know the plot line
And he works for the actual FBI.
Yes, he's a real guy, Kenzie.
We should watch all these shows tonight and give a review tomorrow at this time.
We can do that.
3 hours of FBI shows we've
I don't
never
know if
seen.
I have this. What channel is it on?
CBS. You have
You,
CBS.
you have CBS.
Okay.
Come on.
I
Trying to
don't
get out of
know.
it. I don't have CBS.
Trying to get out. Oh, you got me.
Okay, so what's the plot of tonight's mid-season finale of FBI International?
So International, the episode's called You'll Never See It Coming. The description is, the Fly Team attempts to salvage the case against the man responsible for the death of Wes's former partner.
Ooh, revenge.
It's like Top Gun.
Yeah.
Who's the Fly Team?
Probably like Air Force.
Oh, I thought they were like breakdancers.
I don't think
Fly
it's about,
Girls?
I don't think
Yeah.
it's about cheerleading.
Okay, that one doesn't interest me as much, but the revenge factor sounds pretty cool.
Does International do anything for you?
I like American stuff.
I like international stuff. Okay. I like international stuff.
Oh, Brian does.
Are they somewhere that I want to visit?
I don't think they're in Cabo.
All right, so what's the plot finally of the mid-season finale of FBI Most Wanted on CBS tonight at 9?
Okay, this episode is called The Electric Company, and the description is, the Fugitive Task Force clashes with local law enforcement in Virginia while investigating a suspected serial killer.
Ooh, Kenzie's Crimes.
It's crimes. Because this is so I can watch it tonight because it's real and then get that information.
It's not real.
It's still not real.
And these cop shows throw me off.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your finales tonight on just CBS alone. That sounds pretty good. Oh, also, Case, does the limited series Aaron Rodgers Enigma drop on Netflix tonight?
Oh, does that drop tonight?
It says the limited series, so it's on TV tonight. Maybe it's a different episode that hasn't been released yet because I haven't followed. They dropped the whole thing.
The first episode drops, right now. It's out. So here, do me a favor. If you watch the limited docu-series Aaron Rodgers Enigma, go ahead and lose my number. What a waste of bandwidth on the Netflix servers.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
This guy who has done nothing but be an a-hole to everyone over the last 3 years. Everything is everybody else's fault. Now has this multi-part Netflix drama coming out, this documentary series where he is the victim, where he is misunderstood.
But you didn't watch it. What if he's not the victim?
I don't need to watch it because I lived it in real time. This guy won't stay out of the headlines.
Also,
Did you know he was with the girl from The Secret Life of the American Teenager, like the lead who got pregnant at camp?
No, I did not.
you mean the actress?
know.
The actress that played
Yes.
that? Yeah.
I saw her say that like every time she talks about him, she cries because she misses him so much. I'm like, oh my God, I remember you.
Yeah, you know who misses him in New York? Nobody. Destroyed a
Green Bay,
franchise.
yeah,
or
no
Green
kidding.
Bay.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q 101.